Okay, let's be real. AI is absolutely everywhere. It's writing our emails, it's creating our profile pictures, and it's probably the reason you just got an ad for something you were only thinking about. But behind all the hype and the crazy headlines, what is it actually doing? Well, let's pull back the curtain and see how the magic trick really works.
So what even is this AI stuff for real? It feels like some kind of wizardry, but I promise you, it's not. And don't worry, you absolutely do not need a computer science degree for this. We're going to break it all down step by simple step.
All right, here's our game plan. We're going to start with what AI actually is, then see how it goes to school. We'll get into the creative explosion that's happening right now and peek under the hood at the secret sauce making it all happen. Then, we'll talk about why it's sometimes a confident liar and wrap up with why any of this actually matters to you.
Okay, first things first. To really get what AI is today, we've got to take a super quick trip back in time. I promise it'll be a short one. See, way back in the day, AI was basically a giant strict recipe book. You had to program every single rule by hand. If this happens, then do that. Super rigid. It couldn't handle anything new. Then we got machine learning, which was way cooler. It's kind of like teaching a computer to be a taste tester. Instead of giving it the recipe, you just feed it 10,000 different cookies until it can tell you which one is chocolate chip. And that brings us to today with generative AI. This thing isn't just a taste tester, it's a creative chef, coming up with entirely new recipes all on its own.
So, if you only remember one thing from this whole explainer, let it be this. Modern AI is just a super fast, pattern-spotting machine. That's it. That's the secret. You know how if you show a toddler 1,000 pictures of a cat, they eventually go, okay, I get it. Whiskers, pointy ears, that's a cat? Well, AI does the exact same thing, just, with billions of pictures, and way faster, and no allergies.
But before an AI can spot any patterns, it has to go to school. A very, very big, expensive school. And this whole process is split into two completely different parts. Think of it like Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. The first phase is Dr. Watson. This is the training part. It's the long, hard slog where the AI model studies billions of examples from all over the internet, text, pictures, code, to build its brain. This part is incredibly slow, insanely expensive, and just a massive, massive effort. But once that's all done, it gets to become Sherlock Holmes. This is the inference phase, and it's the part we actually use. It's not learning anymore, it's just using that big Watson-built brain to deduce answers for us, quick and on demand. And when I say expensive, I'm not kidding. That Dr. Watson phase is so intense that companies spent nearly $50 billion on just the hardware for it in the first half of 2024 alone. Yeah, building that initial brain is a monumental task. So for a long time, AI was really good at, sorting things. Is this a cat or a dog? Is this email spam? But recently, something completely changed. AI learned how to create. And this difference is everything. Regular old AI is great at recognizing things. It learns the line between spam and not spam. But generative AI, it learns the very essence of what makes something spam so it can make more of it. So here's the simplest way to think about it. Regular AI spots the spam email. Generative AI writes the spam email.
Which leads me to my favorite analogy. If AI was a student, generative AI is that kid who doesn't just ace the test, they're also writing extra essays, poems, even songs. But, and this is a big but, they're also the kid who will sometimes give you a completely wrong answer with 100% total confidence. We're going to come back to that in a bit. This creative jump is what caused the absolute explosion we're seeing. When ChatGPT was released in late 2022, it was a game changer because anyone could use it. And I mean anyone. It got to 100 million users in just 2 months. 2. For comparison, it took TikTok 9 months to do that. Instagram took 2.5 years. Suddenly, everyone had a creative genius, or at least a creative assistant, right in their pocket.
Okay, so how does this creative chef actually cook? What is the secret ingredient that lets an AI write a poem or a bunch of code? The answer is something called a large language model, or for short, an LLM.
Now, that sounds super technical, but I promise you the main idea is shockingly simple. An LLM is just a type of AI that has been trained on a truly mind-boggling amount of text. We're talking like a huge chunk of the internet. So forget all the jargon. At its heart, an LLM is a next-word prediction machine on steroids. That's it. You know how if I say peanut butter and your brain just automatically fills in jelly? Well, an LLM does the exact same thing, but it's not because it understands what a sandwich is. It's because it's calculated after analyzing billions of sentences that the word jelly is the most statistically likely word to come next.
And this right here is the most important thing to get. The AI does not think. It doesn't understand you, it doesn't have feelings, and it definitely does not wake up at 3 a.m. having an existential crisis. It is just incredibly, unbelievably good at guessing what words sound smart together based on all the patterns it's learned.
So what made this all possible? A breakthrough called the attention mechanism. Imagine a detective showing up to a crime scene. Instead of looking at clues one by one, they take in the entire room at once. So when the AI sees the sentence, "The cat sat on the mat because it was tired," the attention mechanism instantly connects the word "it" back to cat, not mat. It just knows that's the most important clue for understanding who's tired. This ability to see and weigh every word at the same time is what gives these things such a spooky good grasp of context.
Okay, so this superpowered prediction machine is amazing, but it has one really big, really famous flaw. Sometimes it just makes stuff up.
In the world of AI, they call this a hallucination. It's when the model gives you an answer that sounds totally plausible, but is actually wrong or just completely made up. And it happens because the AI's main goal isn't to be truthful, its goal is just to predict the next word that sounds right. If a made-up fact fits the pattern of a correct-sounding sentence, well, it's going to use it.
We all have that friend, right? You ask them something, they have absolutely no idea what the real answer is, but they will give you a completely fabricated response with complete and total confidence. That right there is exactly what an AI does when it hallucinates.
So after all this, why should you care about how it works? Well, because understanding how the magic trick is done is the first step to actually using it as a powerful tool. All right, let's wrap this up. Here are the key things to remember. 1. AI is not magic, it's a pattern matching machine. 2. Generative AI makes new stuff by making really good guesses about what should come next. 3. And this is the big one. It doesn't understand a single thing. It's just a probability calculator. And because of that, you have to treat everything it gives you as a helpful first draft, never as a fact-checked final product. You are still the human in the loop. You're in charge.
So there you have it. It's not a thinking robot from the future. It's just a tool that's gotten scarily good at recognizing and recreating human patterns. And now that you know that secret, you're no longer just a user. You're an informed operator. And you now officially understand AI better than, I don't know, probably 70% of the people posting about it on LinkedIn. And that, my friends, is a real superpower.